also Worlds Finals over the past 2 years. The Kaisa's Jachi Classic, as we've learned from the first 2 splits, but wanting a little bit more distance, a little bit more safety, is going to be the Ezreal to round out their composition.
All right, so decent to go for, and while Tien right now is prioritizing finishing on more camps, getting his level 6, for the time being, this is going to be a good spot in FPX. They still have enough time where
they snipe. IYY does have to smite, but Tien's gonna just bully the rookie out and pick up the 3rd grub for himself. Yeah, the Crescent Guard has come out and Carries has arrived, using that seismic shove to try to lock down Tien, taking to the half HP. But IYY will go down. That's first blood for Waybo Gaming, and Light still dishing out some DPS. But Jachi's now arrived to the fight. Dredgeline actually are the ones to aggro first. Xiaohu does have that shockwave available as the Grand Starfall does come in. Maybe the seismic shove, but not enough damage as IYY once again gets taken down. Light gets the first kill, force the flash out of way, but Crisp has arrived with the quickness. Shockwave on top of the blast cone cancel is beautifully executed by Weibo. It's a triple
fight for FPX, but instead they lose out on the feat of warfare. They're gonna now lose out on the 2nd objective of the game, and that's
as soon as that Grand Starfall came through.
He's just in the middle of nowhere, and the rest of his team is not backing him up. It's only Jue, and I mean, we talked about some of the ramifications of that last fight. There's no flash for Care. He cannot step up confidently when there's a Rakan and this Orianna. Now in a side lane. 1-2 items, they're going to be very strong. You're going to be sitting there with Care on this Talia. You're going to have this Ezreal as well, and it does not look like it's coming together.
Oh, Care. Weibo.
All right, well, he had flash that time. So
not a care in the world. Yeah. Not using it that time. Hey, nicely done. We're saving that for maybe a better chance at survival. Tier 1 tower takes. FPX are the ones to start this one up at the 5,000 HP.
Wait, there's an old bot lane.
He's still hovering around. He's going to try to go for a play on a Sheer instead. A 2v1 situation. Sheer pops the hallowed miss. Going to survive under the tower. Hey, that's a win for FunPlus.
Finally connected with the rest of the team. Xiao is actually teleporting to reposition himself. This is not a fight. Look at where Jachi is.
They want FPX to do. Go in for the fight in a numbers disadvantage, but it looks like IYY might try to do it anyway. Dragon's at 3,000 HP. It could be a 50-50. Who's going to get it? It's Light that secures it for Weibo. And a huge quickness from Chris. Combined with the 2-man shockwave in from Xiao, but the damage is not enough to take anybody down. Jachi arriving to the fight.
A lot of them just went back in. Ooh. Oh, that could have been a kill there.
The dredge line. Oh, flashes away from the seismic shove, and now the price of the tier 1 turret could be some members of FPX. As Tien has jumped in, lands a stun onto 1, but already gets.
Light will have a lot of blade callers, just not a lot of damage right now, where that's just not the case. The opposite here for Jachi. He has a ton of DPS. Care flying on through.
Let's see what he can do. IYY jump on the Crisp. He's down to 500 HP. Otacon, which was started up by Weibo, is at 3K. Woo! Will it get taken down? It's going to be Jue who steals it away with a spell.
It is only barely half a level here for Jachi, and the parts that matter, I mean, FPX will say thank you for the buff, but I think Weibo, this is just a pit stop on their way to victory.
They'll get one on the Sheer, but hey, FPX extending things a little bit longer. And Xiao seemingly, Xiaohu teleporting away from the fight. They're looking to try to control mid instead. Unless Tien can steal it away. He throws out the spear, but nicely timed by IYY to make sure he can lock down that smite. And now it is Care going forward with the Weaver's Wall. Chris gets stunned up. 2-man shockwave, though, does land on the main carries of FPX and forces them to back away.
And look at what this does now for the rest of the map, with Xiaohu teleporting back into this wave before we go to this next objective. So they may have lost the dragon, but Weibo will take 2 turrets and get a lot of...
To be fair to Sheer, he's 2,000 gold down, but he has picked up a lot of farm. He's level 16, has that Seeker's Arm Guard. He would be powerful in a potential team. A bit shocking, but have plenty of time to turn it around. As they start up this Baron at 32 minutes, Jue gonna go for the flash engage on their Breathe, combined with the seismic shove. Actually gonna be the Jace taking a lot of damage, but Light's able to shut down Jue on the back end of things with the Baron already claimed. Sheer going forward here with the needlework, popping the Zanyas to keep himself alive, but IYY going down. Care doing a little bit of damage, but it's not nearly enough as he is 2 full levels down to Xiaohu. 4 kills already picked up here for Waybo Gaming alongside that Barrett Nasher. Only Jachi remains alive as they have a wave down mid. They're going to look to try to close out this game number 1.
All right, Jachi. They want him. They want to make sure. There's the ace. Weibo, they take their Baron. It was FPX trying to make a turn, but they do no damage, and they have no chance here as Weibo look to break down the base.
Yeah, Baron buff now in hand. Nexus Tower is under fire. Only Jue is left alive, and they might try to pad the KDAs just a little bit more. 13-1 the final score. Domination front to back for Weibo Gaming in game 1. Eric, hey, You've talked about big circles of damage on Waybo Gaming's side. What about a big circle that prevents any damage in that Cosmic Radiance here for Jway? Tarek's one of my favorite like off-meta support picks that I like to whip out every once in a while. The shielding is going to help. Yone Sejuani combo would be big. As I think Kare's about a minion away from hitting level 3. Here. Now getting it, Soul Unbound will come out. And here comes that crowd control. Zhao already flashed away. Another stun with the Permanent Frost. He's going to get taken down. First blood.
Will spot Wukong. So at least Sheer will know that we're not losing at least one more wave. But look, FPX finally get themselves into the first dragon of the game. So it is going to be FPX starting up the grubs. They get the first one. How many more can they actually go for?
Glacial Prison. It lands on a Crisp. Another crowd control chain with the Dazzle. And Crisp is going to go down very easily. Surely it's going to be the culling to finally finish the job. Jachi collects the gold. Second grub going to get smited away as FPX have gained control of that feat of monster slaying. But Xiaohu has arrived. It's going to be a 4v3. Teleports available for both top laners, but they don't want to join the fight. All 3 grubs.
Just feeling like, hey, Crisp doesn't have flash. We just used his ultimate. They might very well kind of try to make another Weibo, but they might look for an extended fight afterwards.
2,000 HP. I has been hit. IYY going into Cure. Cosmic Radiance has come out with the culling as well. Crisp already going down. Breathe in some trouble here. But Tien going forward. The Fate Seal is going to find him on the Care. Knockup does land. It's going to be Xiaohu doing a lot of damage and 2-2 overall. He jumps away. Tries to get away from that knockup. But IYY is going to flash on top of him. The Flamethrower Shears doing a lot of work.
Light?
Light's still untouched. Light's trying to do the work. It's a 2-for-1 overall.
They put themselves on 3. They are conditioning. There are ultimates that are coming up in a few moments here for Weibo.
Yeah, we're going right back to scrapping here. The Equalizer's going straight onto Light. Chris dashing forward onto Care, forcing him to already flash on out.
Whoa!
A huge between worlds as Weibo have gained control of the pit, but
out. But if they can see if they can get maybe another summoner spell out, because that will mean that that spell is no longer available for this upcoming dragon, and that is Soul.
Chris might be singled out. He's forced to go forward, knowing it's a one-way trip. Care picks up the gold, and Tien looking to now collapse upon the Yone. The Cosmic Radiance is going to come out. Weibo have to play this fight slow. The public execution does land on the Sheer, and here comes Xiaohu. A real big between worlds, doing a ton of damage to FPX, and their health bars are ticking low. Lights flashing forward. The Boomerang Blades are going to be able to take down Sheer with the help of Xiaohu.
Obviously, when you talk about having this Sivir potentially hit 3 and 4 items.
Not channeled it just yet. It's going to be Breed getting to the fight first. Now. The Dragon already at 5,000 HP. IYY going to have to try to find some way to get into the pit. It's at 3,000 HP. Equalizer coming out. It's doing a lot of damage on the Chris.
Is dead.
But now they're going to try to just target the Sejuani. And the Sejuani is down before the Dragon even can get claimed. Going to be between worlds in for Xiaohu. Cosmic Radiance is shoot, so everybody will remain alive for now. Tien doing some damage. They will be able to take down Light. FPX might have a little bit of life in them as they get 4 kills despite the Drake.
They lose out on the Drake. IYY flashes into the wall, but Xiaohu is teleporting. But the Otacon is gone.
Otacon's going to go down, but Weibo might have a chance to win this fight. Xiaohu teleported in, has a death cap now. And now the question is, FPX, can they go for this one? Jway gonna pop that Cosmic Radiance. It does do so much. All 5 members of FPX are invincible! And it means that Breathe already goes down first. It's a 1-for-1 trade though as Jachi was caught out and goes down to the Cyclone of Tien. Health bars are still low. Lethal Tempo has been proc for Light, but they won't be able to find anything more. A 1-for-1 overall, but it comes with the Otacon in the hands of FPX.
And if they get this mid lane tier 1 as well, that's at least enough gold
function, keeping everybody on FPX alive. Done wonders to allow for them to continue to have some sort of Weibo starting this one up. Again, death cap in the hands of Xiaohu, and now he's level 16. A rank 3 between worlds could do a lot, but they're going to target Chris first. Equalizer not finding a ton so far, and it's going to be Chris getting taken down. Breathe not finding the ultimate, but the between worlds does come out. Breathe looking to try to find some damage, and IYY still
Weibo. So how are they going to be able to get into this? There's no ultimate for the solo laners, no ultimate for Light.
Oh, and there comes a huge Fate Seal! Care going in and trying to win this fight on his own. Light's already down. Tien gets burned to a crisp, and Breathe makes it 3-0 on top of the Baron.
Let's wrap this one up, boys, because FPX, you can take them down, but the Phoenix always rises. Baron to go into the top lane wave, grab themselves the top tier 2. And I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just some game 1 jitters, but FPX, this is the kind of showing that we needed to see from them. And honestly, it makes this matchup all the more exciting that there's going to be at least some competition.
IYY, in his 2nd career competitive League of Legends game on our record, just stole 3 smites in a row from Tien, and he's looking for another nice engage. Glacial Prison landing onto Chris, but Sim and Zhao are going to have to do the work here. Zhao dashing forward in some last-ditch effort, but he gets taken down by Jacci. The Nexus soon to be exposed, and the new-look FunPlus Phoenix are about to even up this series against Waybo Gaming.
This is the most FPX thing they could have done. I'm not going to lie, because we even cast our minds back.
Solid team fighter, might not do too much in the laning phase, but will have his ability to, you know, provide in the 5v5, which is what FPX are setting up for. That makes a lot of sense for them right now. We're going to be brawling here in game number 3, all big 5v5 competition, the LPL. And somehow this series is still close. I mean, it's been 1-1. I would say Weibo's win was definitely more dominant. Both teams invested around these grubs. Gonna be another smite fight this time.
Whoa.
It's gonna be IYY to pick it up again, and Chris gonna go forward with the head buff. Hope Tivers does land, and IYY now in some trouble. Tien chases him down with a subjugate and claims first blood for Waybo Gaming.
While our observer was just looking up into the top lane, I really wanted to watch how FPX and Weibo were battling for river control, because it was actually Weibo moving first. Crisp was already in the mid lane before Jway, so he could very easily walk into that topside river, get vision down, and somehow FPX were able to grab it, get into the pit. They got themselves one grub, but now their Viego loses flash, his life, and the ultimate, and FPX are late to a fight. They still have the Galio ultimate.
So it's going to be Sheer joining, fully committing to a 5v5. Sheer popping the World Ender, actually going straight into Light, and making it a 4v4.
Oh, Jway!
Jway with the Magnet Storm, combined with Jacci with the Moonlight Vigil, is going to get a huge chunk of damage with Dragon is secured for Tien. Hero's Entrance going to try to knock some people up, but already Jacci has fallen. Light now rejoining the fight after he was originally zoned out here by the Aatrox.
Oh!
They land the taunt onto Tien, they take him down. Jungler out of the picture, but Breeze able to get one back and secure the feats of warfare for Weibo. Heartbreaker forward. IYY trying to get one more kill, and he will do so with the help of Sheer. Another summoner spell. Small win so far for FPX. Can they turn it into even more? Jacci has the red and the white guns. This is prime fighting opportunity, but IYY was unable to get into the pit to secure the smite, so it's going to be Tien to collect it. Tibbers goes down.
Oh yeah. You have 2 grubs, let him recall, bro. I mean, sure, if you want the kill, take it.
Enemy Dragon in response, most likely. Carib will be able to get away. It's a tier 1 tower picked up here for Waybo Gaming on the backside of things. They already have the feats of strength already unlocked. For a second proc as well.
Hell yeah. Make this a very long lane. We've seen that in season or in splits past already for FPX. One of the issues that this team has is they're not the best at playing side lanes, and I think one of the biggest strengths of Weibo is actually how smart their solo lanes are to extend leads, play really long maps, and try to pull their opponents piece by piece around macro. So
Dragon was secured by FunPlus. Mentioned Weibo opening up that top side of the map with 2 towers, and now Light lands that Prey Seeker and is going for the kill onto Jacci, the Killer Instinct. Teleport in, going to be from Care to force out a disengage, but now he's going to be the one to get targeted, knocked up, taken right back in, and Tien secures the goal.
That mistake right there might cost FPX the game, because it's going to be their mid-tier 1 that falls. It's going to be gold that Weibo get access to be able to Care. I think Weibo are going to say, we just spent all of our gold. Maybe we just start up the Otacon, right? Like
damage up on the top lane tier 1, that's for sure. But, you know, just with all these objectives available on the bottom side of the map, if you're Weibo, you're winning this trade every single time. Speaking of, the Otacon going to get started up. I mean, FPX to get in here, otherwise it's just going to go down, and the snowball can continue to roll. It's going to be way too late. That Otacon should be secured.
Jway's getting a flank
for it. It's going to be Tien to secure it with the smite. Teleport coming in here for Sheer, but it might just be too late. He teleports straight into Breeze's arms. Tibbers is flashed away from them. The World Ender's going to do killing. Jway with a huge Magnet Storm, already taking down Breeze. Chris going to go taking down as well. He gets a flash away. IYY's going to stun him up. Jacci going over the wall, and it's going to be 2 for nothing. Fight around the Drake. Maybe he gets caught out here, though. A nice pillar combined with that Killer Instinct. Jacci is down. Tien is the one to pick up the gold. Now Carry lands a 2-man taunt, and Tien gonna be taken low, and IYY picks up the first kill with a Heartbreaker. And gets
for Weibo to push out their waves, and with these Hextech portals, it is so easy for them. Might even just get a kill. This could be Baron.
Stun, gold point in hands of FPX, as that is where they have rotated to.
One of the biggest changes when we talk about Dragons has been Hextech and its addition, not only in the soul and what it does for damage properties, but these Hextech gates, make it so easy to get back onto the map so much faster. It's basically like a Cloud Soul Rift on crack. Like, these things are turbocharged. They get you so far out, they let you play a little bit.
Targeted, the 2-2 going to go down in the bottom side.
Grapes, you're talking about 3 items AD carry. Guess what?
Minions here as you clear the waves out. And with a minute left on this Baron power play, Weibo are going to break open the base of FunPlus Phoenix. And sooner rather than later, a move has to be made. The Mortal Reminder actually picked up for Jotchi for that 3rd item. He just collected it. But it might be too little. It might be too late. The gold lead is extended to 8,000. It's going to go to more as the 2nd inhibitor will go down.
Okay. This is tough. FPX. Oh, the wave is coming in the bot lane. This is perfect. We're going to be able to pick this one up. Weibo, they can take this turret. I don't think it matters for them, honestly.
I mean, they're just going to take, they could take all 3 inhibs like right now without FPX doing anything about it. I mean, sooner rather than later, if you're FunPlus Phoenix, you have to go for a fight. But now it is going to be triple inhibs down for the next couple of minutes.
There's absolutely no way they'd have not that much wave clear. Jotchi picks himself an entire Runon's Hurricane.
I just noticed Breathe has a Terminus in his inventory.
All right. So
be
that's Baron. That's gone. Okay.
Maybe taken down. What can a fight potentially look like? Not much. FPX still not pulling the trigger. They might be forced to do something here. The pillar finds Jotchi.
Teleport! Teleport!
Into the base. Breathe, looking for the flank, has that dominance and the flash available, but instead, he's just going to try to escort these minions in. There's only a Nexus turret available here.
TN?
Left now, Jotchi going to get focused down. The pillar lands. Once again, he flashes the way to safety, but now the collapse can begin. A huge knock up here for Chris. Will the damage be enough? Jotchi not going to have anything that takes people down. In they go. Breathe finds the sun. Breathe finds the win. Waybo Gaming. Smooth, methodical, but all out dominant in this game number 3 as they win this first series of Group Ascend over FPX.
FPX made them at least work for it. I'll give them that. We had this coming in as like a 60-40 matchup. Weibo should be looking dominant, and while Game 2 was a bit more chaotic than I think they would have wanted, I think we got to see more and more of the classic Weibo that we have seen from them for the past 2 or 3 years, right? Chris being able to work so well